Please just drive. Please just drive. Oh, my God. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the show. You're probably wondering, why are we in a cinema? Well, I'll tell you, you see, I just got too big for the BBC. No, when the ego stretches, you have to follow it. You know, I thought, it's time for me to leap from television into films, but the sad thing is nobody else did. Branner didn't phone, nothing. So screw him, I rented my own cinema, and that's the story. So tonight, I have very lovely guests. They are Liza Minnelli and Bette Midler. So I'm sorry, did you, excuse me, did you think, sorry, did you just get, because I paid for the theater, so Liza Minnelli, did you think that Liza and Bette were here?
Yes.
You thought they were in, that is so tragic. Have you seen the state of the toilets here?
No.
You would hear their screams out here. Anyway, now I'm going to introduce Bette. I'll explain this to you later, okay? First we have Bette, who started off as a poor, humble Hawaiian. Then she worked in a factory till her little fingers bled tinning pineapples. Then sang a few songs in some gay steam bath. And the next thing you know, voila, she's making movies with Danny DeVito and Woody Allen. My only question is, why wasn't it me? Just when you see me 8 feet tall there, that's not me. Do you understand? Don't be frightened.
No, we won't.
All right.
No.
Can I ask you what you're doing here? Is my big
Oh,
question.
yes, this is a good thing. I'm glad you asked me this. I am promoting my new record.
Well, isn't that
It's called Bette of
heard.
Roses. Thank you.
Good.
Did you hear it?
I did hear
It's
it.
a nice record.
That song, I don't, about Deserve You?
I Want to Deserve You.
I Want to Deserve You.
How I Want to Deserve You.
It's this kind of self-deprecating song.
I don't think so.
You don't?
No, I think it's a song about God. Or something. You
Really?
know? I don't think it's self-deprecating at all. It's not saying that I'm so bad. It's saying that you are so great.
But I took it on a very male kind of level. I took it as a love song.
That's your problem.
I didn't take it on a spiritual level.
It can, well, try.
What, are you going into your spiritual phase?
I've been in my spiritual phase for many, many years. I don't tell anybody about it, though.
Very quietly. What led you to that? Was there a
well,
vision?
I think, you know, when you have your baby, you know, when you have a child and you get very close to nature, I got very hormonal, so of course I was digging in the earth very, very soon after I had my baby.
Literally digging?
Literally, yeah. I couldn't stop myself. It was as if I was obsessed.
Could it be a hormonal thing?
It was hormonal.
Yeah.
I said it was hormonal, and it lasted for years. I've only just come off it, like 6 months ago. I only stopped baking
Thank God
6
you
months
came
ago.
off.
Well, why? I love to bake.
Because my mother started cleaning when I was born, and she's 88 now, and we still can't rip her out of the kitchen.
I love to clean. I get all my good thinking done. When I clean, what can I say? I'm very creative. When I clean, it's the only time they leave you alone.
So you can sit and have tea with the Queen and still hoover?
If you care to. If you happen to know her.
That's a beautiful thought.
I don't think she would have tea with anybody who's hoovering.
She hoovers all the time. You just can't see it. She's doing it with her lower half. That's why she's Queen. Would you like to meet her?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't want to meet me.
She wants to meet me. Come on. She's your biggest fan. She loves the album.
She loves the album. What's your favorite
song? She called me this morning. The one that...
How to Deserve You. Self-deprecating.
Yeah, the self-deprecating.
What a terrible
Well, she identifies with it.
Okay.
What was your real name?
That's my real name.
Bette Midler?
Yeah.
That's a great name.
I wish I'd thought of something else.
I wish my parents thought of something better than Ruby Wax.
I kind of like it.
You
I
do?
kind of like it, but I thought it was like maybe for short.
Ugh, please. Why would I do that to myself? You name a dog Ruby Wax.
Oh,
You do. But they named me after Ruby Keeler.
well,
And you were named after Betty Davis.
She hated my guts.
Betty Davis met you?
I met her.
And?
Oh, she was vicious.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She went,
That's it.
that's what she did.
Were you devastated?
Well, you know, I was sick from it. I was sick. But that didn't last long either, thank God. She was nasty as could be. She was one of those, hello, hello, skip. Hello, hello, skip. Well, here we are.
Now you understand what's right now?
No, I don't understand at all. I was in Nashville not so long ago. I had a wonderful time.
Did you do the Grand Ole Opry?
Never did the Grand Ole Opry. I was the first time I played in Nashville.
Because everybody who does that ends up in a plane crash.
Is this true?
Well, you know, all the famous ones seem to end up in the Opera Museum. They say, performed here in 1954, plane crash. Performed here in 1967. It's a thing with country and western people. We're having puberty then.
Steaming.
Because we're that hot here.
Look at this. Go ahead.
You know, when you think you're being really interesting and suddenly next she's going to clean the windows, which is going to be really exciting.
I don't have a Kleenex. I'm really
I mean, poor. Did you steal like food off of people's plates?
No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't. No, I never went to a restaurant. That's how poor I was.
Whoa.
Whoa, we never ate out my whole childhood.
We
never went out. What's a shack?
Like a shack. Did you live in a shack in Hawaii?
I lived in a shack, in a paper shack.
You're lying to me.
I swear to God, in a shack made of sugar cane. A shack made of pressed sugar cane, and the roaches came.
No.
The roaches came, and I remember.
No.
You know, I remember it so vividly. Oh, and we used to laugh. My sisters and I used to howl, but it was painful. And I remember, I think about this quite often. You know, now that I'm so ancient, I think that the reason I got this way, the reason I did this, was because I could not bear the idea of being so poor. I couldn't bear the idea that I was going to spend my whole life with nothing to look at. In my home, there was nothing beautiful. Not one thing.
Wow.
Except the clothes my mother made. She was a genius. She could sew.
Really?
This is where I get this mania, this clothes mania from. But there was nothing in the house. Not a stick of furniture.
Cockroaches.
But you
You
can't
could have
really
named
look.
them.
We did. Everybody named them, but they weren't really pretty.
No.
You want something to look at. So I used to go to the libraries to look at pictures in the.
In what?
So Dickensian.
It's so Dickensian, yeah.
It was only a few years ago. But I'm telling you, I was the only one who saw a way out, and I just went. I just went for it. As soon as I saw that light, I said, oh, that's the way to go, and I just went.
Do we have
to get out?
No, we could stay here. Roll down the window a little bit.
Have you taken a lot of people here?
I've never taken anybody here.
Oh. All right.
You would be the first.
No,
But if you're not happy, I want you to be happy.
All right, I'll do whatever you say.
No,
oh,
because...
why do I? Let's just sit.
Well, just
she's
let me ask-
fabulous looking. Let's just sit here and look at people. Oh, she's divine. She has a lot of color
Look
in
at
her
her.
face. Do you think she came from a tanning salon?
Well, she's burned to a crisp, I would
She
say.
is burnt.
Would you ever fear, I don't think your husband would dump you, but is it in the back of your mind ever that he'd get like a younger you?
Where's he going to find such a creature? No. I think he's hoping that I dump him and give him a nice fat settlement.
Really?
He's had enough. This poor guy has struggled.
Maybe you could meet my husband.
Why is he struggling too?
Well, he started off younger than me, and now he looks like one of those really withered people, you know, where they have to, like, you know, carry bits of their head in a bag.
My husband too. When I see
Yeah,
pictures
he
of
looks older than me.
Oh my God, he was so beautiful when I married him.
Was
Now
he
he's
younger than you?
Yes,
Now he's
years
older.
younger than me.
He's very old.
Hair's gone completely white. Poor soul. He's such a doll.
Does he listen to you rant when things go wrong?
He screams at me. Are you kidding me? He tells me he gives me what for. I really have to toe the line. He's a German. He's a kraut.
See, my husband always hates when I raise my voice, and I only came from the way we would show each other
Me
love is
too.
we use the belt. We whip each other alive.
We're going to get out.
Look at us. Are we gorgeous?
You are.
A couple of new age gals. Where are you? I'm faded into the... There you are.
That's the danger.
Do you think you're getting better as you get older?
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
Oh, no question. So much better than I was. Hello.
Hello. Oh, stop. Hello. Look, she's a big fan there.
Hello.
She loves your work.
Hello.
He loves your work. She doesn't know who the hell you are. She hates both of us. Hello. Hi. We're collecting today. Hi. Welcome. We're like the display, the Christmas display.
I love those.
Oh, we should give them perfume, don't you think?
We should have.
That's in England. They look with the enthusiasm that like. They look at the enthusiasm like when you find one sock in the washing machine. That's how happy they look.
Oh, thank you.
So don't hold back.
This is such a dainty
So
little
delicate
card.
for you.